Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So yes, as we enter in December, yes, the 4th of December, as of doing this video, we're entering the final month of 2022. So yeah, like I said, I'd do my Survivor Series War Games review. Yeah, I thought I'd finish off the year. I'd do a few conclusive videos of the year. So yeah, for WWE. So in this video, I'm going to be going over every single pay-per-view we've had this year, or pay-per-view premium live event, whatever you want to call them, and going over each, well, not each match, but going over the best matches from every pay-per-view. So basically in this video, I'm going to be going over, in my opinion, all the best matches of the year on pay-per-view, or premium live event, for WWE this year. So yeah, at the end of the video, I'll probably give my overall top 5 or favourite matches of the year overall. But yeah, I can safely say it's been a very good year for WWE. There's been a few pay-per-views that haven't been great, but on the whole, I think there's only been one or two that have not been great. But most of the pay-per-views have been really good, and obviously Triple H taking over to creative control after SummerSlam, which is a very big difference in how he books shows or how he books wrestlers compared to what Vince did. So yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, we're going to start off all the way back in January with WWE Day 1, which was, of course, January the 1st, earlier this year. So yeah, it was a good show, Day 1, looking back on it. So I'm just going to go over the best matches. So we got Usos and the New Day. The Usos defeated the New Day to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Very good match. We got Edge and The Miz. Do you remember that? That was much earlier on this year. Edge and The Miz. It was quite a good match. It went 20 minutes and Edge won. We got Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch defending her Raw Women's Championship against Liv Morgan. That was a good match. It went 17 minutes. It made Liv Morgan look like a credible threat at the top of the women's division. Actually, she could go 70 minutes with Becky. And we got that crazy fatal 5-way, didn't we, with Brock being inserted. It was meant to be a fatal 4-way, but then Brock got added because Roman had to pull out of the show for medical reasons. So Brock got put into the fatal 5-way, and he won. He won the WWE Championship and dethroned Big E. Poor Big E. His underwhelming title reign ended, and yet Brock won the championship, and we were all just like, oh God, he's going to face Roman at WrestleMania, isn't he? Oh God, and that's exactly what happened. But yeah, Day 1 was a really good show. There wasn't one bad match. Well, like I say, the weakest match probably was Drew and Happy Corbin, but apart from Drew and Madcap Moss, but everything else was solid. RK Bro, Street Profits, and yeah, Day 1 was a damn solid show to kick off this year. So yeah, good matches. Then we got the Royal Rumble, which was a mixed bag for me this year, the Royal Rumble. Yeah, obviously with Brock winning the Rumble, the Men's Rumble, Ronda winning the Women's Rumble was a bit anticlimactic, and everyone was just like, oh, really? So yeah, and the card itself was okay, but nothing on the card was that good either, apart from we got Seth and Roman, which was a good match. Probably the best match in the show, Seth and Roman. Roman won Seth won, but by DQ, because Roman wouldn't let go of Seth on the ropes, so he just kept the lock in. It was a good match, and I do think we're going to get another rematch of Seth and Roman, maybe later on next year, or earlier next year. We got Becky Lynch and Doudrop, that was alright. We got Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, which was a bit underwhelming, I've got to say. And Edge and Beth Phoenix going against Miz and Maurice, which was okay, but not a great match. So yeah, Royal Rumble was a bit weak this year, I've got to admit. Apart from Seth and Roman, it was a pretty underwhelming show in my opinion. But Becky Lynch and Doudrop was okay, but yeah. And Brock and Ronda winning the Rumbles was just a very and neither Brock or Ronda, as I say Becky, Brock or Ronda, neither of them went on to win the matches. Only since 2018, only other two were losers was Asuka and Shinsuke in 2018, wasn't it, of the Royal Rumble? But yeah, Royal Rumble wasn't great. I think the only good match I can think of there, overall, was probably Seth and Roman, which was good, but a bit too short, and it only went 14 minutes. Then we got Elimination Chamber, which was another show in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I'm looking at the card, trying to remember. I think the only good match on the card, well, there was the women. The women delivered. But yes, we got the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Yes, we got Bianca Belair winning the Women's Elimination Chamber match to go up against Becky at WrestleMania 38 to get the #1 contendership. Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss in that Falls Count Anywhere match was good. Becky Lynch and Lisa. That was probably match of the night. Becky Lynch and Lisa was really good. Yeah, Becky Lynch going up against the legend. It was only 12 minutes, but it was a damn good 12 minutes. I remember Lisa nearly won at the end with the moonsault, whatever she does at the end. And the men's elimination chamber match was not great because, yeah, Brock just absolutely squashed everyone. And he beat Bobby for the belt. He would get back the belt after Bobby beat him at the Royal Rumble. And, yeah, it just wasn't great. And everyone was like, oh, Brock's two-time WWE champion in like inside 2 months. It was crazy. And yet then we all knew we were going to get Brock and Roman champion v champion at WrestleMania. So yeah, Elimination Chamber wasn't great, and Roman Reigns and Goldberg was terrible. So apart from the 2 women's matches and everything else was rubbish. Naomi and Ronda Rousey going against Charlotte and Sonya was pretty rubbish too. So yeah, not great memories of. So yeah, Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber were pretty meh. We got NXT, which I won't include NXT sadly because I don't really watch a lot of NXT. So then we got WrestleMania 38, which was I think a return to form after 2 lackluster shows. Yeah, both nights were very solid. So I'll just briefly go over both nights. The standout matches: Miz and Logan Paul against the Mysterios was fun. Match of the night for night 1. Well, there were 2 matches. I think there were several really good matches for night 1. Jesus, night one of WrestleMania 38 was really good. So Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch, great 19-minute match. Bianca Belair dethroning Becky Lynch to win the Raw Women's Championship. It was a great moment. Back-to-back victories for Bianca Belair with Sasha Banks the year before. Now Becky Lynch. She's going after all the horsewomen, and people are saying she could face Charlotte at WrestleMania 39. That would be great. Cody Rhodes' big return to go up against Seth. That was a great 21-minute match. Great match seeing Cody back, and obviously Cody won. Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey was good. Not as good as Bianca and Becky, but it was definitely good. Charlotte winning was a bit of a shock, but yeah, I think we only the feud wasn't over. And the main event, Stone Cold and KO having a scrap. Well, it started off as an interview segment, didn't it? But then they started brawling all over the arena, actually having a 13-minute match. And Stone Cold looked good, man, considering he's in his 50s and hadn't wrestled in 19 years, something like that. He looked really good. So yeah, Stone Cold did great. And I think he's gearing up for another match, it looks like, if looking by his Instagram post. So yeah, night 1 of WrestleMania was really good. Night 2 wasn't quite as strong, but still had some good matches. Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn was just hilarious. I'll give that a big thumbs up. Edge and AJ Styles, very solid. It was the longest match of both nights. It wasn't the best, but it was still very good. Edge and AJ Styles, 24 minutes. The Pat McAfee, Austin Theory and Vince McMahon thing was just so stupid but hilarious. And yeah, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, champion v champion, winner takes all in the main event, was a bit underwhelming. I think we all knew that. It only went 12 minutes. Built up as the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, and it only went 12 minutes. A bit underwhelming. But I did hear Roman got injured during that match. But yeah, on the whole, WrestleMania was really... I mean, night 1 was... The last 4 matches of night 1 were incredible. I think night 1's one of the strongest WrestleMania cards we've had in a while. Night 2 wasn't as strong, but yeah, so WrestleMania 38 on the whole was very solid, yeah. Standouts of WrestleMania 38 were probably Bianca and Becky, Cody and Seth, Stone Cold and KO, Edge and AJ, and Johnny Knoxville, Sammy, and Charlotte and Ronda was good as well, so yeah. Then we got WrestleMania Backlash. I don't remember that much about this show apart from Ronda beating Charlotte, apart from the SmackDown belt. Let's have a look. So we got Cody and Seth, which was another banger between those two. Of course, I'll get on to Cody and Seth. They had a great trilogy. Cody and Seth had another great 20-minute match. Cody won, of course. We'll get Edge and AJ rematch. Edge won via submission. We got Ronda Rousey and Charlotte in an I Quit match, which Ronda won, winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. A lot of rematches from WrestleMania, really. And we got the Bloodline going up against Drew McIntyre and RK Bro, which the Bloodline won in a fun 6-man tag team match in the main event. So yeah, WrestleMania Backlash was solid. Standout matches were Cody and Seth, Edge and AJ, Ronda and Charlotte, which I think was probably Ronda's easily her best match this year. Ronda, that I Quit match was really good. Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin. And the Bloodline going against Drew McIntyre and RK Bro, which was fun. So yeah, WrestleMania Backlash, solid show, and some good matches. Then let's continue. Right. then we got Hell in a Cell, which was good. So we got Bianca Belair in those standout matches where Bianca Belair beating Asuka and Becky Lynch in a triple threat match. Very solid 18.5-minute triple threat match. Bianca Belair retained, of course. We got Judgment Day going up against AJ Styles, Finn Balor and Liv Morgan. That's before Finn Balor joined them in a 6-person tag team match. Judgment Day won, of course. And then obviously the main event, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in an amazing Hell in a Cell match. 24 minutes it went, and Cody Rhodes, of course, had a torn pec, and he still wrestled the match. What guts, what determination, and it was a really good match. It's definitely one of my matches of the year. That Hell in a Cell match between Cody and Seth, it was incredible. So many spots, so many near falls. It's just the fact Cody wrestled with a torn pectoral muscle, and he still wrestled a hellacious match. Got to give Cody props, man. It was an incredible match, and of course it was Cody's last match, because after this match he had to go and get surgery to get it fixed, didn't he? So, but I do think he's going to be coming back very soon in the Royal Rumble. Ooh, we're going to hear it. Adrenaline in my soul. But yeah, that was definitely one of my matches of the year. And the Cody and Seth trilogy was great. Cody won all 3 of the matches, but all 3 matches were really good. So yeah, Hell in a Cell was very good. Then we got Money in the Bank. Let's have a look. Liv Morgan winning the Money in the Bank briefcase was good in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Usos and Street Profits had probably the best tag team match of the year in a 23-minute classic. I remember that match. It was incredible. Usos and Street Profits, of course, Usos defending their undisputed tag team championships, successfully defeating the Street Profits. But what a match! I remember watching it. I was like, that was one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. Maybe top 10. It was that good. What else did we get? Okay, we got Liv Morgan cashing in on Ronda Rousey and winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. It just sucks. Liv didn't have a very good reign. I'll get onto that. And then the main event, Theory winning the men's Money in the Bank briefcase when he just came out at the end like Brock did several years ago and just won. But the men's Money in the Bank ladder match was really good with Omos, Madcap Moss, Drew, Riddle, Sammy, Seth, and Sheamus. But Theory came out at the end and won sneakily, and Vince was like, my boy. But yeah, we all know how well Theory's cashing went, didn't we? Oh. So the men's Money, the Money in the Bank just hasn't contract. I think needs a bit of a rework because it hasn't felt as important the last few years. But hopefully Triple H, when he books Money in the Bank next year, maybe it can feel a bit more important. Like the briefcases, the cash-ins can feel more of a big thing again. Then we got SummerSlam, yes, which I remember being quite a fun show, SummerSlam. So we got a rematch of Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. Very good match to kick off the show. Bianca defeating Becky again to retain the Women's Championship. Wasn't quite as good as the WrestleMania match, but it was still very solid. We got Logan Paul going up against The Miz, beating The Miz. That was really fun. Logan Paul's first singles match, and he aced it. He looked really good with The Miz. He won. We got Pat McAfee and Happy Corbin. That was fun. Pat McAfee won. We got a rematch of the Usos and the Street Profits, which sadly was nowhere near as good as their Money in the Bank match. I remember it was like 10 minutes shorter when we had Jeff Jarrett as the special guest referee. And it just wasn't as good, sadly. Usos retained. And then the main event. But the main event, I think, saved the show, really. Yeah, SummerSlam was a little bit underwhelming, but the main event saved the show, I thought. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in that crazy last man standing match with Brock with the tractor lifting up the ring. It was spot of the year right there, when Brock was just like on the tractor with his farmer hat and Roman falling out the ring. It was great. Brock had the match won, but obviously, as always, Roman had help with the bloodline to beat Brock. But a great match, and that was finally an end of Roman and Brock because they had so many matches. And at that point, we were all sick of Roman and Brock, but it was a great way to end. If that was their final match, Roman and Brock, it was a great way to end it. So, yeah. SummerSlam was okay. Actually, looking back on the card, SummerSlam wasn't actually that good apart from Bianca and Becky and Roman and Brock. It wasn't that good of a card. But, the best matches were Roman and Brock and Bianca and Becky for SummerSlam. And then we got Triple H taking charge in his first full pay-per-view, of course, when Vince stepped down. Triple H became head of creative control for WWE. And we got Clash at the Castle in Cardiff. Woo! A show which all of us here, UK fans, looking forward to, yes, in September. Clash at the Castle in Cardiff. And it was a really good show. I think most people will agree, one of the best shows this year. It was a really good show, despite the fact there were no title changes. It was a good show. So let's just go over the highlights from Clash at the Castle. Damage Control going up against Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka was a good match. Gunther and Sheamus, absolute slobber knocker. That's the thing, isn't it? Just a brutal match between those two. It went 19.5 minutes. It got given 5 stars by Dave Meltzer. I mean, it was good, but 5 stars. I'm not sure about that, but Gunther was great. So was Sheamus. What else did we get? We got Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle in a really good match, and then we got an amazing main event with Roman Reigns up against Drew McIntyre. Great 30-minute match. Probably Roman's, in my opinion, probably Roman's best match this year. And it's just frustrating. The only bad thing about that match was Drew had it won with that Claymore, and then effing Solo Sikoa saves Roman's skin and pulls her out the ring, and the Roman wins. And yeah, Drew should have won. I'm still salty, even though it was like 3 months ago now. I'm still salty about that. Drew should have won that match. But whatever, it was still a great match. And it was a very good show, and the highlights definitely were Gunther and Sheamus and Roman and Drew. Definitely the 2 highlights. And Roman and Drew was great, apart from the finish. So yeah, very good show. And then next up, we got Extreme Rules. Highlights of Extreme Rules. Let's have a look. Brawling Brutes and Imperium. It was a Donnybrook match. That was really fun. Good match. Bianca Belair beating Bayley in a ladder match. That was really fun. Finn Balor and Edge in a 30-minute I Quit match. It did drag on a bit too long, but that was good. Finn Balor and Edge in an I Quit match. And then the main event, Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins in a fight pit match with Daniel Cormier as a guest referee, which didn't really do anything. But yeah, that was a good... Yeah, Extreme Rules was a good show. There wasn't really one bad... Looking at Extreme Rules, there wasn't one bad match. I mean, ever since Triple H took charge, every single official... We haven't had one bad show since Triple H took charge. Well, with Vince, it was very hit and miss. We had one good show, several average shows, one bad show, one good show. It was like very hit and miss. But with Triple H in charge so far, every single pay-per-view he's been in creative control of has been either very good to amazing. They haven't had one bad show yet. So, and yeah, Extreme Rules was very solid. Not one bad match. Even Karrion Kross and Drew in the strap match was fine. Oh, of course, and we got... Oh, no, I've just missed out Ronda Rousey beating Liv Morgan. That was not great. And then, yeah, Ronda Rousey ending Liv Morgan's title reign and getting her belt back. That was not great. Let's have a look. Then we got Crown Jewel, which was just less than a month ago, over a month ago now. Yeah, and we were all thinking, it's a Saudi show, what's it going to be like? But on the whole, Triple H delivered again. Crown Jewel, I think probably it's going to go down to one of the better shows in Saudi Arabia, which I know isn't saying much because a lot of the Saudi Arabia shows are a bit rubbish, but this was really good. Looking at the highlights from Crown Jewel, let's have a look. Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross, the cage match was solid. Judgment Day and the OC, good. Very, very solid tag team match. Usos and Brawling Brutes was good, solid 10-minute match. But I think the best 2 matches were the 2 main event matches. So Bianca Belair defeating Bayley again. Poor Bayley, she lost to Bianca back to back. But last woman standing match, Bianca won. It was a good match, but Bianca won and retained. And then the main event, Roman Reigns going up against Logan Paul. And a lot of us were thinking, Logan Paul in his 3rd match going up against Roman. And it ended up being probably one of the best matches of the year. Because Logan killed it, man. He was so good. He looked like he belonged in there. In his 3rd match, he gave Roman a really good match. And you could tell how hard he worked to put this match together with Roman. And it was great. And there were some points I actually thought it was Logan actually going to win and shock the world and beat Roman Reigns. But no, it was a great 24.5-minute match. But Roman at the end won with a spear. After Jake Paul and the bloodline came out, had a bit of a thing. But great match. And Logan looked great. But yeah, Roman obviously retained. But yeah, Logan Paul... Definitely, I'd say Roman Reigns and Logan Paul are probably my top 10 matches of the year. It was really good. Really surprised me. I didn't think it would be that good. I knew it would be okay because Logan can wrestle, but I didn't think it would be that good, and it was amazing. So yeah, Survivor Series. And moving on to Survivor Series, the final pay-per-view which finished just over a week ago. Survivor Series War Games. And yeah, Survivor Series War Games, the final pay-per-view this year, was really good. I think I'm going to be saying this a lot with Triple H as head of creative control. So yeah, we had the women's War Games match, Team Belair versus Team Bayley. It was good. 39 minutes of carnage. War Games matches are always great, long, brutal matches, and yeah, it was very good. AJ Styles and Finn Balor, very solid. AJ Styles finally getting a win after like a year and a half on pay-per-view. Austin Theory, Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley triple threat match was good for the US belt. I like how under Triple H, the US belt and the IC belt feel much more important. Like that, they're having #1 contendership matches. There's tournaments. Like we're guessing Gunther and Ricochet in a match in 2 weeks on SmackDown, and Ricochet had to win a tournament to get that match. And the US belt's feeling a lot is on pay-per-views, whereas under Vince, he didn't care. He couldn't give a shite about the US and IC belts, but with Triple H, they feel more important again, which is great. And the men's War Games match was great. The Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes, with Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. Very good match, and the drama at the end with Sammy. Like, will he side with the Bloodline, or will he get back with KO? No, he's going to side with the Bloodline. Oh, the drama and all that. It was great, and a great way to end 2022 for WWE on pay-per-view wise, because I know we've still got several weeks of Raws and SmackDowns before 2023. So yeah, guys, on the whole, it's been a very good year. I think every pay-per-view, so when I look at all the pay-per-views this year, the only bad pay-per-views, really, I think was the Royal Rumble, which was a bit of a letdown, Elimination Chamber, which wasn't great, SummerSlam, apart from, like, Brock, Roman and Bianca and Becky was a bit But apart from that, every other show this year was good to amazing. So yeah, very solid year for WWE, very solid year. I can't wait to see what next year brings. So if I had to give my overall top matches this year, I won't go in order, because ordering them's too hard. So obviously, if I start off I'll try and start from the beginning. So some of my favourite matches this year. Well, let's say right now, the trilogy with Cody and Seth, all 3 matches, but the Hell in a Cell match was my personal favourite, one of my matches of the year. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, boom, amazing. Clash at the Castle. Logan Paul and Roman Reigns, amazing. Had no right to be that good, but it was really a fantastic match. Becky and Bianca's 2 matches, great at WrestleMania and SummerSlam. I just at the top of my head, the War Games matches, both men's and women's War Games matches, very solid. Matt Riddle's feud with Seth was great. Sheamus and Gunther, their rivalry, the Brawling Brutes and Imperium. Street Profits and Usos at Money in the Bank was mwah. Edge's feud with the Judgment Day, with AJ Styles, with Finn Balor, great. Edge's feud with Miz at Day One was great. Brock and Roman at SummerSlam. There's loads of highlights I can think of off the top of my head. But most of the matches I can think of that were a really, really good, amazing matches this year. But Becky and Bianca, which I'm sure I've said, yeah. Stone Cold and KO main eventing night 1 of WrestleMania. That was amazing. Just seeing Stone Cold wrestle again, I was like, oh my god. Just seeing him kick the crap out of Kevin Owens was brilliant. So yeah, guys, for the most part, it's been a really good year, and those are probably the best matches I can think of. If I could pick a favourite match overall, it's either Roman and Drew Clash at the Castle, or Cody and Seth Hell in a Cell. It's one of those 2. I can't pick. Probably if I had to choose, I'd say Cody and Seth, just because it was a clean finish and it was great. Whereas Roman and Drew, there was Sequoia helped Roman win, which was annoying. But yeah, guys, I'm very much looking forward to what next year's going to bring with the Royal Rumble. How they're going to build towards next year's WrestleMania. Is Cody going to win the Rumble? Is The Rock? What big plans have they got for WrestleMania 39 in LA? I can't wait. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. Bray Wyatt, when's he actually going to start, wrestling? I want to see Bray Wyatt do some stuff now, because all they've had him do is cut promos since he came back now, and a very brief feud of LA Knight. Come on, what's the big plan of Bray Wyatt? When's he going to unveil his new faction, his new characters? Come on. I want to start seeing some more stuff with Bray Wyatt, man. They're taking it too slow now with this slow burn approach, but we'll see next year. I'm sure it'll pay off in something big with Uncle Howdy and the others. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. I'll definitely be back with another video or 2, definitely before Christmas. So have a lovely December, and I'll see you all very soon. And I hope you enjoyed my video. And comment below, what were your favourite matches of this year for WWE? Comment below, let me know. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.